Did you know that nearly half of all your brain's neurons are packed into a tiny structure at the back of your head? It's called the cerebellum, and it's the reason you can walk, dance, or even write without thinking about it. Let's explore this incredible part of your brain. The cerebellum sits right below the occipital lobe, connecting to the rest of the brain through 3 peduncles. The superior cerebellar peduncles connect to the midbrain. The middle cerebellar peduncles, the largest, connect to the pons. The inferior cerebellar peduncles link to the medulla oblongata. Despite its small size, it contains over 50% of your brain's neurons. It's like the brain's high-speed motor control center, refining movements for accuracy and coordination. The cerebellum is divided into 3 parts based on evolutionary development. Archicerebellum or ancient cerebellum, present in fish, mainly associated with balance and reflexive movements, for example, vestibular reflexes and eye movements. Paleocerebellum or old cerebellum, which evolved when vertebrates moved onto land. It is involved in locomotion and limb coordination. Neocerebellum or new cerebellum, developed in mammals, is responsible for fine motor control, skilled voluntary movements, and automation of learned motor sequences, such as handwriting, playing musical instruments. The cerebellum receives 3 primary types of input. Vestibular input, for balance, from the vestibular nuclei. Proprioceptive input, for movement control, from the spinal cord, providing real-time information about muscle tension and joint positions. Cortical input, for voluntary movement planning, from the cerebral cortex, sending copies of motor commands to the cerebellum. Inside the cerebellum, Purkinje cells play a crucial role. These massive neurons don't excite movement but instead inhibit unnecessary motion, acting like traffic controllers. They help smooth out movements, making sure they're precise and efficient. When the cerebellum malfunctions, movement control is lost. Damage can lead to ataxia, incoordinated movements; tremors, shaky, imprecise movements; dysmetria, the inability to judge distances, like missing your nose in a test. The cerebellum perfects individual movements, while the basal ganglia control movement sequences. Damage to the basal ganglia can cause Parkinson's disease, leading to difficulty in starting movements. Meanwhile, cerebellar damage causes jerky, incoordinated actions. We have to thank our cerebellum for every smooth motion we make. So next time you effortlessly ride a bike or type on your keyboard, thank this tiny powerhouse. If you found this interesting, hit like, subscribe, and keep exploring your brain with us at NeuroPassion.